Hello everyone and welcome to the Bronze Team Gymnasium for the 30th Manchester Memorial D1 JV Boys Basketball Invitational. It is game 19 and we got a great matchup between the Memorial Crusaders and the Nashua North Titans. Along with me is Mr. Danny Bryson, head coach of the Manchester Memorial Crusaders, and you've been a part of this tournament for many, many years. How special is this to be here today?
Oh, thank you for having me first and foremost. It's very special. This is my 22nd year. I'm doing a tournament which was started by Coach Colin Burke back at West High School when I started. It was already started when I started coaching with him back in the 2002 time. So it's a great tournament with a lot of great memories.
I mean, you have 20 teams that have joined in, from Portsmouth to Bedford to Pinkerton to everyone else, and it's been a busy 3 days, but how great is it to see that your team is in the finals here?
You know, it's always rewarding to see the host team in the championship. You know, we have a good young group, a lot of young talent there, and I'm just happy for them. It's a special tournament. It's a memorable one. They'll remember this for the next 3 years of their career, you know.
And for these boys, maybe this is their last game in the JV. They might be jumping up to varsity next year. But for them to be able to possibly bring home a championship, it's got to still mean a lot for them as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely a 20-team tournament done, like pretty much the varsity tournament is done, single elimination, a couple byes. You know, everyone's seeded throughout the first 15 games. You know, so they're playing. Some teams had to play some playing games to get here. But you had to win 3 games to get here, and each game got tougher.
Well, I know you got to get going, so I appreciate your time up here. And anything you want to mention about the 3 days that have happened here? It's been a busy couple days between a number of schools, between McLaughlin and Memorial. But you know, here we are at the championship on this Monday.
Yeah, I mean, the first day was 12 games. It was a long first day, 4 games. I went into overtime. One game went into double overtime. A long day, but you know, at the end of the day, when you get to this last day, and it's a championship game, and you see the intensity, and these kids are fighting for a championship, is well worth it. And I'm happy to be part of it, and looking forward to this championship game and doing it again next year.
Well, for all of us, we want to thank you for being able to be a part of this for 21 years and supporting all the students. Doesn't matter if they're varsity, JV is still important to watch them grow and to see what they can do. You know, got to remember, Michael Jordan played JV, and look where he ended up going in his life. So
exactly, and I couldn't do this alone. You know, a bunch of people have helped me throughout the years to keep this tournament going, who I want to thank as well, outside of my coaching staff. There's been a number of people in the community, and also, you know, special thanks to Coach Colin Burke for, of course, starting this tournament, and just, you know, and me being able to keep it going in his name. So.
Well, it's going to be a tough game as Nashua North has come in and looked very dominant, not allowing their teams to score 40 points yet. So this is going to be a tough matchup for the Crusaders today, and we're glad to be here for Manchester Public Television. And joining you up here in the stands is Mr. Coach Tom Bezoin. And Coach Bezoin, I know he's had a busy few days of being here at Memorial, but it's been good to see that all the coaching staff here for Memorial has been able to help out. And Coach Bezoin, I know is not how you expected to play your weekend here, being back here at Memorial, but to have the boys back in the championship, it's got to be a cool feeling for you as well.
Yeah, I mean, we got a good, real young group here, and we're excited about the future. Danny and I started together over 10 years ago at West, so we were running this tournament. I'm sure he didn't take any credit, but he bust his butt on this thing. And we got a lot of people. I couldn't hear you guys talking, but just wanted to mention the scorers table, Nick Preventure, Bill Toomey. We had 20 teams in this thing. So Saturday was, we were here for 14 hours, and yesterday a bunch of hours. But, you know, the kids love it, and it's excellent play. Even officials have mentioned how good the play was. So I think the younger kids are playing at a higher level now.
It almost feels that way, looking at, I mean, to see that Central had to go to double overtime to take down Bedford on Saturday, an 81-79 win. And for Memorial, I mean, getting that first round bye was pretty huge to face a Concord team that had just played the previous, that morning.
Right, and the 1-2 and the 4 seed got beat in the first round, which is, kind of rare. So we had kind of a March Madness thing going on Saturday. And it was a lot of fun and a lot of good games. And that Central and Bedford game was right up there with the top game in the tournament so far.
I mean, you and Danny have obviously been a part of this, and how difficult is it to have 20 different schools have to still sign up to have this 3 days of playing in this tournament?
You know, I don't want to take any credit because Danny behind the scenes does a ton for this thing, and he's just, you know, once you're in head coach for a while, you have those connections with the other coaching staffs. So we got 20 out of the 22 teams here, you know, and if we could find a way to get to all 22, we would. But we squeezed 20 in, and we had to actually play a couple games off-site to get it done. But, you know, it goes back to Colin Burke and Ed Delaney. That's an old name for some people. But those guys got this thing started wanting to get some younger guys some experience playing in tournament games. And hey, believe me, it will help these kids big time. You know, they're playing in front of big crowds and, like, just the excitement of it. Our guys are real excited, I know that.
And this is great to be here as, again, Monday, where the tournaments all start this week between Division I and Division II, and to see that a lot of these teams are going to be able to see that their future is in good hands, including the Nashua North and Memorial, with getting to this final game. And you've been able to see your Memorial Crusaders play a lot this year before your games, and
yeah.
You know, what do you have to say about the way that these young men play?
You'll see they dive all over the place. I mean, they hustle every second they're out there. We got a dynamic point guard. That's the point guard of the future here. I mean, this kid is fantastic. So, you know, we're real excited about it. And, you know, it kind of took out the sting a little bit because we got knocked off on the last night of for varsity on the last night of play. Kind of got knocked out, and you know, we were stinging for a couple days, and then we come down here and see these kids play like this. It kind of re-energized us as a staff, you know. So yeah, we're feeling good about it. And, you know, hopefully they have a good game today and play well. It's a lot of basketball in a short amount of time.
I was going to say the same thing, to look at how much has been played since Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, they played, 3 games already, right? Or 4?
Yeah,
3.
This is the third game for Memorial, and
right.
Both them and North did have a first-round bye.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
North played at 3:30 on Saturday, while Memorial came in and played a 1 o'clock game. So
right, and then Sunday they both played 2 games. So they played 2 games just yesterday. So, you know, they got to get their legs back under them, and hopefully they're young kids, so you know what, 15 years old, right, 14 years old. They should be able to get up and down the court, right?
You would hope so, but at the same time, it is school vacation week, so who knows what their bedtime was last night.
Hopefully they ate well, and we'll get it going. So, but we thank you guys for the coverage throughout the season, and especially for coming down tonight. I know it was short notice, but it's good for these kids. So I'm going to pass it off to Zach, but you know, go Memorial. That's all I got to say.
Well, Coach Tom Bezoin, we appreciate you always taking the time to come up here and help us out with every broadcast and give us the information. So good luck to the rest of your school vacation week, and see what the Crusaders can do here, as we only have a few minutes left, and Zach Johnston will be joining me here as he is just getting the rosters and getting all things squared away, as we will have the opening lineups in just a few minutes, the starting lineups, as I know that Jordan D'Onofrio is going to be manning the microphone here, so we're going to just give him a few moments to get things squared away. But it's a beautiful night here. Again, like I said, it is Monday, the 25th of February, and to see the 30th Memorial Division I JV Boys Basketball Invitational is a special thing. So we'll let Jordan take it away and be back after this.
And now for the start lineups for the teams playing tonight's 2004 championship game. First, from the visitors, Nashua High School North. At guard, number 11, Sebastian Floriano. At guard, number 14, Josh Sullivan. At guard, number 31, Tyson Holmes. And at guard, number 33, Evan Linscott. And now the start lineup for your whole team. At guard, number 1, Braden Morano. At guard, number 10, Badoon. At guard, number 14, Jake Shaw. At guard, number 15, Dylan. And at forward, number 25, Jake. And I'll ask everyone to follow these rides on the national.
Welcome, friends and family, to Manchester Public Television's coverage of the 30th annual Manchester Memorial D1 JV Boys Basketball Invitational from the Bronstein Gymnasium at Manchester Memorial High School. And we got a great matchup between the Manchester Memorial Crusaders and the Nashua North Titans. I'm Kyle Heavey with Manchester Public Television. Glad to be with you on this Monday evening. And along with me is Zach Johnston. Zach, you know a lot of these boys from Memorial. And wow, a quick turnover right there and an easy bucket right there for the Titans.
Easy bucket to start for Sebastian Laureano, the first out during the starting lineups here. But these two teams competitive all around in all the sports they play. This is going to be a great matchup here. If you remember back in December, the boys were at the Queen City Invitational Tournament Championship game, which they lost to Bedford. Now their JV boys take the championship game contest here in the JV tournament here, so they're all on their home courts making their home fans proud, and they'll get possession here. Try to get their first points here. A lot of varsity guys who have been swingers have the opportunity to play here in this tournament with Jake Schuff, Dylan Jolliker, to name a couple, as well as Jake Cornelis out on the court. Up and just off there from Jolliker.
We are happy to be here, as certainly this has been a tough season for the Crusaders as they just got nixed of getting into the playoffs for varsity.
Adumene, second chance, it'll fall. Lidum Adumene, great job by him to get back and get that bucket.
Tied up at 2 is through the first minute of action, and this Nashua North team only giving up really about 36 points per game through their 3 wins. So they have really had a tight defense here through this 3 days here at on their trips up to Manchester here.
That one was thrown into no man's land, so now the Crusaders will have possession. We got a packed gym with just half of the seats coming out here, but it looks better with a lot of the crowd being able to watch this one. Morano will travel. Braden
Morano, it was kind
is
of a tough look. It looked like he dug his head into him and just wasn't able to get things going. So we'll see what Braden can do, as he is certainly a big part of the offense, and now we'll see if he can be a big part of the defense with a full court press being put on.
Lynn Scott will take it, and we got an over and back already called with 3 refs here for this game, which we love to see.
Yeah, Gary Wong, Richard Deschard, and Sean McNamara all doing the referee duty, and Richard Deschard saw that firsthand as he was very close to the action to see that, yes, it was a backcourt violation as he had not gotten across.
Ornelas driving down low, looking to hook it in. It gets off. Second chance won't go. And now North will try and bring it up to their front court, as we will have a held ball, and it'll go Nashua North's way.
Well, why not, right? You know, you might as well just hook them up and, you know, at least get a call so that they don't get going the other way. And again, Memorial got to put the press on.
Even if you don't get possession of the jump ball, sometimes it creates pressure and you force a turnover. Here's Laureano with the ball. He scored the opening bucket of the game. Kicking it back out. Here's a corner shot that they wanted. Now down low, off no good. That was Josh Sullivan. Now brought up there by Schuff. Back out to Jolliker. Adamene's threes up and is off. So now the Nashua North will bring it up.
Fastball right there.
Sullivan off and in. Josh Sullivan back on top is Nashua North.
I mean, I don't know if he's playing baseball, but that was a heck of a throw, as a basketball is a lot larger than a baseball, as you are fully aware,
I
Zach.
am very fully aware, yes. Schuff's got it, and he's looking for someone. He'll throw it back out. Joliker tried to steal it there, was Tyson Huang. Now back Morano over Ornelas from the free throw line, drills it. Jake Ornelas, a big, strong forward who's got some varsity. He started in their game against North varsity. Now he's back playing against their JV, swinging it into the corner. 3 up and off there from Josh Sullivan. So now here come the Crusaders again, looking to take the lead. Morano gets it to go. Quick bucket there for Memorial.
That was just a quick release on that shot there. Very impressive. It almost looked like he was going for an alley-oop.
They weren't messing around here. We're going to have a foul on the floor.
And unfortunately, that's going to go on Braden here. So it's going to be the first foul of the contest and first foul for him, for sure.
Morano, first of the game. He's trying to pester there. Evan Linscott is going to bring it up. Swinging it back to Laureano.
Loving his creamsicle colored shoes here.
Laureano floater off, pulled in there by Ornelas. And back on offense go the Crusaders. Nice little dish there. Now Ornelas looking for some space. Adamene open in the corner. Lost it. Foul. We got a block. That'll go on Laureano.
Well, it's all you got to do is kind of dish it out, and they was able to find some space here. And now with 4:11 remaining, Memorial leading by 2, and we'll see what they can do to get something going here and double up the lead.
Inbound coming from Joliker.
Great
looking.
defense by the Titans.
Bounce over to Adamene. He'll jump and drill it.
You know, if you can make those shots, there's a sure sign that he'll be up playing varsity next year for sure, as everyone loves to be able to, make those high quality.
We got to travel on the floor here to go back to Memorial. Same last name, not sure the relation, but maybe related to Torle Adamene, who was one of the seniors on the girls' basketball team, one of the best on their squad. Can't confirm of a relation, but they're both great basketball players. So that's their relation,
certainly,
if anything.
I know that he plays football as well, as he will be a linebacker, from what I believe I heard
Schuff
from Coach
is called
Mazoin.
for a travel, took an extra step there. It's Kingston Patton has come in for the Crusaders, number 5.
You know, for a lot of these kids, they don't have their license yet, so they like to travel.
See, that'll work.
It's exactly what it is, Zach. Well, again,
Coach Ray Boucher of this Memorial squad is just such a hard-working coach. When baseball practices, it's basically at the same time as JV basketball. I walk by, I see his practices, they look intense. His boys won a lot. I'm not sure their record in the regular season, but they did more winning than the varsity.
obviously this tournament does not matter, Zach.
Here's a shot that is just off, and Laureano will try to get the possession, but it ends up going out anyway. Danny Bryson retrieves the ball, gives it over to Gary Wong.
Well, now some pressure being put on the Crusaders, and they're able to get it past half court and now into the corner.
Here's a corner from Schuff that's off and will be rebounded by Braden. Now back out. Patton, three. That's off. They can't hit from three yet. No threes yet here. I believe Memorial will get the ball on the held ball.
An unorthodox way to keep the ball is to hold that, put your hands on the ball, and it's worked now in their advantage to get the ball back.
Adamene, good! That hits for two. Thought it was a three. It was probably in front.
It looks like it. Obviously the three referees saw it differently, and instead of a 7-point lead, it will just stay a 6, but 2-possession game. And a little Euro step.
Oh, just off there from Sullivan. He tried to throw it off of Schuff, but now he'll bring it up himself. Over to Patton. Swinging it. Joliker open. Adamene. Foul will be called.
And hopefully this Titan is going to be all right, as he took a hard fall.
Evan Lintz got a little banged up, but he's back on his feet.
He's got a slight limp, It's okay. We'll have some foul shots, and he'll have the time to get that feeling better,
Yeah.
Rub a little dirt on it.
Back at the line, or not back at the line, but at the line now is Ladum Adamene.
Looking good there, the forward. Now Memorial to get into this final game. They took down Concord, as well as Wyndham and Nashua South. So obviously they're trying to go for the combo of the Nashua teams.
They're up 11-4 here. Pulled in Laureano down low. Oh, no one home there on that pass from Connor Johnston. No relation. Throws that out. And
we're making sure that the parents are all okay down here, as they weren't expecting to be part of the team. And now we have a timeout here.
Timeout from Nashua North. It'll be a 30.
You know,
they recuperate.
I like the way that they're moving the ball there, but unfortunately, someone must have moved, or they just saw something out of the corner of the eye that didn't work out. And now again, the Crusaders, who are down 2-0 and then 4-2, have now gone on a 9-0 run here, Zach.
Yeah, that's happened twice with Northman. They tried to throw it, no one there. So that's something that their coach is going to want to fix here. Is more consistent passes is definitely something, as 2:19 left here in quarter number 1. Crusaders lead 11-4 here in the championship of the JV Invitational Tournament of 2024. As here comes Jolliker, full speed ahead, bounces over to Patton, and that was a great pass, but they're going to call a foul.
You know, much respect right there for helping him up, make sure that he was all right, as, you know, just trying to get him to make a turnover, and instead it was a foul called, and that is the 3rd now on Nashua North.
Already getting into foul trouble. Shove gets blocked by Sebastian Laureano. Now he'll bring it up our near side.
Big time block right there.
He's a fast kid off, and it just won't fall. Pulled in Johnston, and we will have a foul. He'll go to the line.
First free throws for Nashua North, the Titans. So we'll see what he can do, as he's a good size center forward here for the Titans, and see what he can do with the free throws.
Johnston's first shot off the back, as Ornelas comes back in. Shot 2 splashes there from Johnston.
And that was smooth right there. Once he gave himself a little bit more time and got back to the basics there of shooting free throws.
Jolliker went, and they're going to call a foul there.
It's so close to stepped on the line too.
Josh Alver is the fouler. We got 1:50 left now, and we will see Jolliker inbound it.
I'll see if he can find someone. And
Titans playing good coverage there as Ornelas pulls it in. Corner chance, back down low to Jake, working over. Patton floats one up, drills it.
Just keep knocking them down, boys. That's how it's done, as we like to see some future here.
Here's a shot that's off there from Tyson Hoang, and we will have a stoppage of play, and I believe it'll stay North ball. Yes, looks like it. So just 2 seniors graduating from the varsity squad, Kellen Kay and Malachi Koida. So a lot of this core will come back, and this is what we could see next year, this varsity squad on this JV team making it to the championship game. And like I said before, a lot of guys that have already come up and gotten some varsity time. They've also got a really good freshman class. So basketball program on the up here at Memorial for sure. Despite their second half struggles on their varsity team.
I'm really liking what Ornelius is doing down low. He's been able to deflect a couple passes and a couple shots, and that defense is looking good right now, and we'll see
nice little screen there from Laureano, who opened up Sullivan.
But a foul was called.
It'll be called on Jake Schuff. So that is his first. And now Memorial with 3.
Yeah, they caught up quickly, but
they did. We just got 1:13 left here in quarter number 1. Sullivan over to Laureano. High pass pulled in there by Johnston. Back to Sullivan. Corner 3. Good there from Josh Alver. Drills it.
That actually was very pretty right there. And
it's a big shot.
He's going to have to hit some more, as at least the lead is down to 5 now with under a minute to go.
Braden looking for somebody. Good defense there by Josh Alver. Now here comes Ornelas, lost it. Josh has it. Here he goes. Full steam ahead now. He's got covered, and it won't go. Pulled in by Sullivan, and it will be a shooting foul.
Gotta love the play for Josh here, who's able to make that three, come back, make the steal. Yes, he didn't get the layup, but there's still plenty of time for him to get things squared away and get those, obviously 2 points to go in the hole, but some free throws here. And
gets the lucky bounce there, Kyle.
Very lucky. I mean, anyone would take that for sure. And we'll see what we can do with Gary Wong getting them the ball.
And he hits it. It's a 3-point lead here. You could say the Titans have come back here pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, it was 11-4, it was 7 points, and now to have just a 3, and Memorial has got to get things squared away.
Jake down low, threw it off of Kingston Patton now. Braden Morano looking for something, back out. His shot is not going to fall. Morano tried to draw foul. O'Neal is trying to get the ball back. Schuff, and that's swatted. Schuff has it back. And good there from Jake. 15-10. Last couple of seconds here for North to try to get a basket. Alver trying to get some open space, and nothing. 15-10 is the score after the first. We'll be moving on to quarter number 2 as the Crusaders hold their lead. We got a minute until
well, you got to say,
starts.
Very impressed right here to see that both teams have both gone hot and both cold.
That is true.
As you know, that's obviously a good sign of a championship game, getting a feel of things. For the Titans, they are the 5th seed. They are averaging 56 points per game in the 3 games that they have played. But the thing is, they have only allowed 36, and they have not allowed a team to score 40 in this tournament right now. The highest that they've given up is 39.
Wow.
So that's a huge sign that North could possibly turn on their defense at some point and change things on the Crusaders. For Memorial, they're averaging 63 points per game, so obviously that is 27 points more than what North is allowing, and they are only giving up 53 points per game. So if you're doing the math, things are looking very good for Memorial, but again, for North, they've only given up so many points in this 3 games that they've played, and it's all about game number 4 here to see who's going to get the championship.
Well said here as quarter number 2 underway, as the Titans will have it down 5. Josh throwing it up, pulled in there by Laureano. Into the corner is Jack Krulikowski in the game for the first time. Nice poke there by Braden Morano. It'll go out of bounds. Stay Nashua ball, but just swatting that, breaking up their rhythm.
Loving the zone defense that the Crusaders are playing right now, as much as it's difficult.
Up tip by Morano, chasing the ball. Jolliker looking to get points off this turnover, and it's good. He lays it in.
And he was able to just get that right-handed layup in, and now a 7-point lead for the Crusaders in white.
Jolliker and Ornelas both have had varsity starts, so they've got a lot of experience, and that's helping their team a lot here. Here's a 3 that is off. Sebastian trying to get possession back for his team. He'll bring it around all the way back towards the half-court line, trying to set something up here. As this, like you've said, is a good coverage zone there from Ray Boucher's JV Crusaders. No one home, and they'll have to bounce it back to Laureano. Open Krulikowski. 3, chance, up, off. Pulled in there by Adamene. Great defense there from Memorial.
That was a long possession for North, and they needed to get those points and unable to, and now
Kingston off, no good. Krulikowski will throw it back down, long pass. That'll go Crusader possession through the hands of Josh Sullivan here.
Kind of a 50-foot pass right there that just was a little too low in the stratosphere to allow the Crusaders to hit it and the Titans to hit it out of bounds.
Sometimes you can be too ambitious with your passes. They may be on the target, but the receiver may not be ready for it. There's an intercepted pass there. Tyson Huang will throw it up. Laureano wanted the shot now. Will get back beyond the arc. He's pressed up there by Patton now. Josh Alvers got it.
Been 2 minutes since the Titans have scored.
Laureano off. Gets his own rebound. Good defense there by Braden Morano. He'll bring it down. And he'll draw a foul. And he'll slide up against the padding.
That's a long ways down. He actually got some height with that layup, and unfortunately, fortunately, I suppose, he's okay, and we'll see what he can do with these free throws here with, almost 2 minutes passed in this second period here.
His team up 7. He wants to make it 18 or 19, but he'll short the first free throw.
Well, we're going to have a quick change here as Ornelius will take a seat, and we'll get a replacement player for him, and I believe that will be Jacob Schuff in the game.
Schuffy comes back, number 14. Moreno gets the second free throw. Well, bringing it up now, Josh Alvers going to take control here for the Titans. He'll get it back off his pass to Sullivan. Tried to throw it into the paint. Adamene playing the coverage. And we'll have a foul, I believe.
Well, certainly was playing the linebacker position there.
It'll go on Ledoux.
And that's his second, so that's kind of a...
Owen Pacheco coming in.
See, I wasn't sure if it was Pacheco, kind of like from the Kansas City Chiefs.
I've played baseball with him. It's really either or. Probably. That'll lay in there from Connor Johnston.
Lead back to 6 here.
I've just heard everyone call him Pacheco. I'm pretty sure he's just used to it by now. If that's
well, I got you. As some people just get used to things. Obviously, the Kelsey brothers found out that their last name is actually Kels.
Yeah.
It's the stuff like that you just don't expect or you learn to deal with.
I've had people call me Johnson my whole life. So.
Yeah, well, you do have that T that's silent for some people, apparently.
Yep, that is very true. Nice bouncer from Miranda, won't fall. Pacheco playing hard there. Couldn't get that to fall for points. Now, down, nice move here from Linscott. Here's a shot that's gonna hit nothing to get pulled in there by Braden Miranda.
Titans doing a good job of trying to break the defense quickly. That's why they're
Jolliker up and won't get it. It'll bounce off the rim. Not a lot of threes here in this game.
Yeah, certainly they're getting their strength in their legs to keep going forward. And we got to have a foul on the ground as Gary Wong saw it immediately in front of him and is able to make that call.
A push on Braden, that's his second.
The Crusaders are going to get in some trouble here if the way that they're going with fouling.
They got a lot of depth. Oh, just off. And will the held ball, it'll go Memorial's way.
5 minutes exactly through, and for the past 4 minutes, Zach, the Titans have only scored 2 points and yet are only 2 possessions out of the game. So they got to be thankful that the Crusaders aren't making all their shots as well.
That'll go back to Memorial's possession as Patton couldn't haul it in. Now, Billy Sylvester will come in for Owen Pacheco, another one of those varsity experienced players that the Crusaders have.
Yeah, obviously he's gotten some ability to play with the big boys, and now
he's tall too. Him and Ornelas could make a good duo as forward and 2 forwards there, but Ornelas still not back out there. Morano's got it. Back to Billy.
Thought about it.
Now Morano will go up and won't get it to bounce in. Johnston was had trouble, but he get it over to Linscott. Stolen there. Here comes Schuff. He's got Jolliker to his left off the bounce pass. It's good. Dylan Jolliker back on the score sheet. Nice little move there, Alver, but we'll have a push.
And some coaching being done there
to
show that, hey, you know what?
That'll go on Billy.
It's your first foul. You just got into the game. You got to be a little bit more, patient with things as much as you don't want it to be.
Alver's got it. Threw it to no one. Here comes Schuff. There they go again. Another fast break for the Crusaders. There we go. Schuff to Jolliker and points. That's the formula. That shot will fall there from Josh Auer.
Josh doing magical stuff right there.
That got no net right through.
I actually didn't even think it went in for a second. But now,
I know, I wouldn't blame you.
It was just so quick.
Morano over Jolliker in deep range.
Looking to set something up like a field general.
Schuff pressured.
And a foul will be on
shot.
the ground.
Yep. It'll be on
number 3 on the Titans.
Yeah, Josh Alver.
I think I was on Sullivan.
Oh, it could have been.
I think it was on.
Or Schuff. Who knows?
Well, it was against, the
Nashua.
Titans.
So that'll be on Sullivan.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we are both tied up at 3 on the fouls, and for Sullivan, that's his second, and a 30-second timeout called here. And you know, it's the first day of school vacation. Zach, I can only imagine that it's kind of weird for you to be back in this gym when you have the time off this week, but you're going to be busy with covering hockey playoffs with the boys Manchester squad. You're going to possibly see 2 games if they can win tomorrow, or excuse me, on Wednesday. And then who knows if Central or West can possibly make some noise in the tournament as well. But obviously it's the JV game here that matters most, and we're glad to be supporting all your classmates in their pursuit of perfection here in this invitational tournament.
22-14 our score here, quarter number 2, 3:40 left. Moreno off the inbound. Will just throw it up there and nearly got it to fall. And stumbling there was Lynn Scott, but he'll get it over to Aller and he'll move it up.
Now,
Drew Lukowski back over to Lynn Scott.
boy, I would
Billy's
hate to
got
run
his
into
hands in
that.
there, and it's picked off by Kingston Patton. Jolliker, another lay in there for the kid, Dylan Jolliker.
That is a deadly
They gotta
combo.
get back. They gotta get back. As here's a 3 that's just off from Krulakowski rather. Excuse me, sorry, that was Evan Linscott. Oh, he did it again, Dylan Jolliker.
And Nashua North has got to call a timeout. A big lead here, 12 points by the Crusaders with still 3 minutes remaining. And boy, if it works once, it works twice, why not try it 3 times? And for Memorial, they got to be pleased to know that their defense is working for quick points the other way, quick layups, and you know, that's the way that things are working for the Crusaders, and nothing stopping here so far.
Yeah, Jolliker has just been on a tear here in this game. On the layups, on the fast breaks. He's not overthinking it. He's not putting too little power. He's doing the right mechanics to get that layup to go. His team leads 26-14. North took a timeout. They got about 30 seconds left in it here, Kyle. We got both teams with 3 fouls left.
Which
Excuse
is
me,
not a
3
big deal. I
3
mean,
fouls on them, yes.
yeah, as both teams, there's 3 minutes left, so there's certainly plenty of time to get things, you know, squared away. But again, for the Titans, they got to figure out how to get through this zone defense that the Crusaders have been doing.
And it's been real effective as well. It's forced turnovers, which caused the fast breaks to get Jolliker those points. So,
you know, I was saying that they're only allowing 36 points per game, but right now the Crusaders already have 26, and we still have 3 minutes to go, so they could possibly make, you know, halftime to 36 with the way things are going.
Another bad pass. Laureano did it this time. Can Jolliker do it again? He'll get fouled hard there. Glad he could keep his balance. It looked like he was going to fall, but luckily he stays up, and we got a foul, and Jolliker will go to the line to try to add to his point total.
Which is a big thing, as I'm really, really enjoying what he is able to bring for offense. His speed has certainly been a huge thing, and makes that free throw number 1.
It made varsity work a lot better, too, watching him play. And Braden Moreno will come in.
Yeah, he's going to
Stay
play
in the
back like a
backcourt.
safety.
Smart call there by Coach Boucher. Now here come the Titans. Down 28-14, looking to get something going here. Bounced over Johnston, trying to get one to fall. He does.
And they're going to have to utilize that, his size and strength down low. And you might as well try to make some Crusaders get into foul trouble here and put them to the line. But, you know, lead back to 12 here. Crusaders kind of spinning things around. And
Kingston lost it off the leg of Kingston. Patton will go out and will be Titan ball.
well, timeout seemed to work right now, is able to score points and now a turnover. And Titans, watch out. They could start going on a roll as well.
Oh, yeah, both these teams are in this game for a reason. And the way they've been able to play all year and in this tournament.
And now, like I said, a foul on Memorial. And
At their 4th? Now they're both at 4 with 2:14 left. It's called on Patton.
warm those elbows up. You might be shooting free throws.
Little bouncer to Johnston, and it won't fall. Ornelas playing great coverage there. Can Jolliker get more? Moreno will take it this time, and it's pulled in there by Laureano off the miss. And now he's doubled there, and he'll be able to get it over to Linscott. Nice pass there. That's Tyson Hoang. Oh, Laureano with all this speed, and that's off his leg, and we'll go back to the Crusaders as Ladoum checks back in.
What was tough about that is you had Josh Sullivan open as can be in the corner waiting for that ball to get that three-pointer, and it did not come to him, and now a turnover by the Titans, and Crusaders will look to make them pay on that.
Back up. Shuff back to Adamene. Nice little pass. Ornelas gets it to fall. Crusaders at 30, Titans at 16. They're going to stay up and they'll throw it away. Another missed opportunity on the offense for Nashua North.
And now taking a seat will be Kingston Patton, as Braden had a quick little break here to get some rest and get some oxygen.
Bouncer wide open. Oh, Ornelas just missed it. He thought he scored too.
Oh, in a couple of years he might be able to dunk that, but for now he's gonna have to know that he had a chance for 2 easy points, and you know we'll work on that in the summertime when they have the basketball camp here.
Here comes Jolliker. Nearly lost it. Good coverage there by Johnston. Jolliker on the bouncer. Ornelas, can he do it this time? Just off again. Coach Boucher doesn't like that. Here comes Johnston now, another big man. Oh, stolen by Moreno. He knocked it out of bounds, rather. Swatting that one.
You know, appreciate the hustle right there to get back, and we are under 60 seconds to go in this first half, Zach.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Here's Crusaders up 30-16. Johnston trying to cut the deficit, and he misses down low.
He wasn't even ready for that pass,
Moreno,
honestly.
can he keep it in bounds? Does a great save out to Jolliker. They'll try to get points here. Floated up, no one there. And now
free throws here, as that was a tough foul called, and appreciate the size and strength of Connor Johnston there, but now we'll see what his free throws can do with 45 seconds to go and his team down 14.
that's Ornelas' first, so he stayed out of foul trouble in the first half, which is big for a big body type of player who's always down low.
And free throw number 1 is good, and we'll have a substitution here.
Drulikowski back in for the Titans.
And taking a seat will be Sullivan.
Johnston in his purple shoes. Off, good rebound there by Shuff. Toss it back to Jolliker. Time ticking away here, under 40 seconds. Back to Adamene, handing it over to Shuff. Moreno's got it now. Trying to find a lane, and a foul will be called on Nashua North. It'll be on Johnston, so Moreno will go to the line, as both teams are at their team limit when it comes to fouls here in the second quarter.
I think the foul actually went on Linscott.
That is correct. It is on Linscott. And it goes on 33. Moreno hits that first one.
31 points is a massive amount for a first half here, right here. And obviously, his chance for another point here if he's able to make this.
It's been a very effective offensive first half here for Memorial, as
Man,
both
able
free
to get
throws
it.
hit there. Under 30 seconds left here in this first half. 32-17, Memorial starting off hot here in this 2024 JV Invitational Tournament Championship game. A no-looker, and it does fall, and it'll go back to Nashua North. I think that hit Sylvester last. Looked like a no-look pass. Even if it wasn't, it was still a great little dish. North needs points going into the half, and they got it.
And
from
able to,
Johnston.
glad to get some points there, because that was just unfair of that rim right there. And now we'll see who takes the last shot here for the Crusaders.
Jolliker, Moreno, time ticking. Jolliker got it off in time, and it'll hit the front rim here. Nonetheless, a great first half here for the Crusaders, leading 32-19 after half number 1 from the 2024 JV Invitational Tournament Championship game here. Zach Johnston and Kyle Heavey will be back for coverage of the second half We'll be back from Manchester Public Television. Half number 2, we'll be right back.
Back here from the Bronstein Gymnasium, the JV Championship here, the 30th annual between Nashua North and the Memorial Crusaders. Kyle Heavey and Zach Johnston here. And we were able to watch halftime here, Zach, and we saw Nashua North come out very quickly after their little halftime. They were probably talking for about a minute or two, and then they were just jacking up threes, Zach.
Yeah.
Which is something that they were doing very well through the first half, was trying to make the long shots.
And they almost turn it over here. But yeah, keep going for sure.
Yeah, it's now they're going to go down low, and there we go. There's the leading scorer.
For them, Connor Johnston, he had 10 in the first half. Now he's got 12.
Which is tying the high for the game, and now we got a foul.
Jake going to the ground there. Morano making sure he's okay. But yeah, like you were saying, North was taking up a lot of threes after their quick halftime. Memorial took a longer halftime and was working down low a lot more. So just a much different approach to the break for both of these teams.
And we'll see what Ornelius can do here, as he's unorthodox shot, but at the same time it works and it puts the lead back up to 12. It is, again, the 26th. I didn't even realize that, Zach.
Yeah, this month's going by, even though we got an extra day of February this year.
We certainly do. It's a leap year and
extra day to cover high school sports. How's that?
I mean,
here's a shot that is off. I believe that would have been a 3, so they're getting aggressive there. Blocked it, but Ladum with a nice little chance there. Now they got a turnover. Here comes Morano. Off. Ornelas puts it back. He struggled with the putbacks in the first half, Kyle. Starting with that is big for his confidence.
You know, it was a 3-on-1, and glad that Memorial was able to get that nice defense
Check
right
ball
there.
Will go back to North, but yes.
You know, at the same time, he took the shot himself. He did not give it up, but at the same time, that's what your teammates are there to help with defense, and that was a huge thing. Rebounding. Thinking about the defense that's being played right now, as it's a wide zone right now.
Bats pass will go back to Laureano. They had Sullivan open in the corner. They'll go to him. He gets double teamed. Now Justin tried to get it to Laureano. Morano steals it. Here comes Schuff. He is on the board. Schuff had no first half points. They all went to Jolliker, who had 12.
Well, at the same time, that is a winning combination, is not being selfish and
stolen there. Morano got it. A lot of turnovers here for North, as they're going to take a full timeout, and the fans on their feet here as the Crusaders have started the second half real hot here. They're up 40-21.
19-point lead, and that was very quick to get those points. And obviously, I think that the Nashua North coach was looking for a foul there, as his point guard went down to one knee for a reason, and he did not get it. And we'll try to talk things out, as again, they're trying their best, but the speed of Memorial has been fluent throughout the first, we got 22 minutes into this game, roughly?
Something about that. Better math than I could do, for sure.
18, excuse me. I know that's 8 minutes per quarter. And, as we're getting some great pizza in the house tonight. I'm looking down at the fans below us who have some great pizza.
When I was getting the points, I thought about it. There was too many people out there. I was like, I wouldn't have made it back in time, so.
Now, you know a lot of these players on Memorial, and do you know their years in school? You got the...
most of them, there's only a couple juniors. Billy, Joe Doss are juniors, and I believe the rest are sophomores and freshmen. I do know Pacheco is a sophomore. Ornelas is a sophomore. I believe Braden Morano is also a sophomore.
So obviously for Coach Bryson, he's got to be very pleased with the way that his future is looking here, as this year, again, did not go his way that he wanted it to. But for what is going on here, and now both teams sharing fouls here, as that was number 14 in Schuff that got that foul there, his second of the game.
Schuff is a sophomore, and with Memorial starting have started 2 freshmen on their varsity squad, one of them being Jolliker and the other one being Joel Gomez, who had been on varsity the whole year, so didn't qualify for this tournament. Now Jolliker pulling it in. Wanted to go down low to Morano, but made the right chance. Now he gets it back from Schuff, gives it back to Schuff. Ornelas, open Jolliker, great ball movement there. The shot off, pulled in by Jake, viciously, can't lay it in. Johnston playing the defense there. They got Laureano open, but a nice little stutter step move. Couldn't get it to fall there from Tyson Hoang. Fast-paced action here. Adamene back out, Jolliker, 3, up, off.
And now
And a lot of guys hitting the floor,
and we're going to wait to see what's going on here. There was a lot of frustration down in the court right there, and all 3 referees right there. And now we're going to need some towels to clean off the floor, I think. No one actually wanting to do that, so never mind. We won't have that. And that will go on number 32, and Connor Johnson will get that foul. And
a lot of action there. I wouldn't have been surprised if there was more than 1 foul assessed there. However, Crusaders hold on to the ball. Adamene trying to make something happen with Sebastian covering him. He'll give it back to Braden Morano.
And spreading the ball around.
Jolliker at the logo. Nice move. Back to Adamene. Ledoux going up and around. Up and in. Off.
And he will go to the line, though.
Yes, he'll get a
looking
chance.
to make it a 20-point advantage here. 40
or
to
more.
Or more, for sure. If he can make both of them, it certainly would be what he's wanting to do here. With nice red and black shoes that I see here on him. And no good.
Shorten that first one. So, like I commented on before, with a lot of, not a lot of graduates from the varsity squad, they had just Kellen Kay and Malachi Koida. I think 2 people that have a chance to solidify themselves with filling in those spots from this JV team could be Jake Ornelas coming up to get more playing time as well with the younger guys. And I really think Braden Morano has a chance to cement himself. He was a star in the freshman team that they had last year, played real well, and I think he's got a chance to make varsity next year. But you know, Danny Bryson likes to use a lot of young guys as well with what they've done this year.
And
Pass going nowhere. That'll get off. That'll was thrown off of Tyson Hoang and will go to Memorial's possession.
But you got to give credit right there to Tyson, as he did not allow fast break points there, even though it went off the bounds with him. It slowed things up a little bit.
Very true. Trying to slow both these teams down is going to be hard. Jake threw it off of Morano. Morano's going to shoot. Good!
Well, it worked, Zach. It worked.
Finally a 3. This is probably the first one here. Sebastian, nice pass over to Johnston. Can't get it to go. Adumene fighting for the ball, and we'll have a foul.
Certainly, I can understand Johnston's issue right there. You know, just trying to decide how strong to go up with that layup right there, and he was not able to make it.
Adumene's third. 44-21 our score here from the 2024 JV Invitational Tournament Championship game between the North Titans of Nashua and the Memorial Crusaders of Manchester. Here is a 3 that's off. Moreno pulls it in after hitting his 3. He'll give it up to Jolliker, looking for more points, and he does.
And you got to make that block shot right there. You got the size, you got the arm strength, the length. You got to make those blocks right there, and that's just the defensive.
He'll get points though.
It worked to go the other way, but you know you got to stop the points before adding the points, Zach.
Jolliker going to take it up.
Something I don't, you can only learn so much to.
Jake just off, gets it back, trying to hook it in. He's got a lot of his shots short through the hands of Laureano, and will go Memorial's way.
Well, maybe he's not a shortstop. Yeah. That was a tough play, and we will get a timeout here as 3:30 remaining in this third period, a 46-23 lead from Memorial, as they have held this lead for roughly half this game at this point, and it just increases and increases over the course of each period, Zach.
Yeah, Memorial stepped on the gas, and they haven't let off at all. And, you know, they got out early and they had a little trouble. North made it close at the end of the first, but Coach Boucher and the rest of his squad have done a good job of holding on to their lead here. North down big, but, you know, they're in this game for a reason here, Kyle.
You know, you got to remember, I was joking about how Memorial wanted to double up Nashua North way back in the first period, going up 8-4, and now here they are doubled up 46-23. Kind of a strange thing to see what's happened throughout this game.
It's been not necessarily a turn of events here, but you could say that Memorial has just kept going. I mean, that's really the only way you can put it. They haven't slowed down at all. They've kept a lot of the same guys in. As a new guy's coming in here for Memorial, that's Joe Doss, a junior.
Well, what's funny, Zach, is I was going to mention this, and now it's the perfect time. They've scored more points in each game. They scored 59 the first one, 62 the second one, and 70 in the Final Four game yesterday. So we'll see if they can get above 70 today.
Doss couldn't pull it in. Long pass that gets picked up. Going to the line now will be Josh Sullivan.
You know,
North fans like that.
Yeah, at the same time, I love that they were telling them you got to go up and not over. Go up strong, go up straight up vertically instead of horizontally. And for Sullivan, we'll see what he can do with the free throw line. Able to look good for the first one.
Yeah.
For Nashua North, they have had it differently in some ways, as they and second free throw was good as well, so 2 nice points right there.
Here comes Morano. Defending him there is Tyson Huang. Toss it back to Joliker.
Good defense being put. Oh, almost
nearly stealing that was Sebastian, but he plays back here on Schuff. Joe Doss back over to Dylan Joliker. Joliker back to Schuff. Looking for someone. He's going to go himself with that left hand. Back Joliker. Doss back to Joliker. Long possession here for Memorial. Schuff defended now by Laureano, and he wanted to go to Braden, but it was overthrown and went out.
Not much you can do there. Is Nashua North, they started off scoring 52 in their win against Goffstown, 59 on their win against Trinity, and back to 57 when they beat Pinkerton yesterday. So they've consistently had about 50-something points, but right now at only 25, and we only have 2:24 remaining in this third period, Zach.
Oh, foul will come. I believe that'll go.
Ooh, number 4 right there, and that's a big.
Oof. I think that's on 14 for Memorial. Is that Schuff? That's
yeah,
Schuff.
That's Jacob.
He's at 4?
Yeah,
Jake Schuff at 14, so that's why they took him out here.
You saw him on the camera right there. He just put his hands up in the air like.
Here's a 3. Oh, that's gotta hurt for Tyson.
That was a little plinko. Instead of the 25,000, he got 0.
Didn't get the friendly bounce on the opponent court. Coach Boucher calling the ball to be moved a little better now. Joliker, nice pass over, pulled in there by Ornelas. Nice little dish over to Kingston. He'll toss it up and won't fall. Just off there from Patton, Kingston Patton. Long pass. Sebastian, 3. Nothing there, will go out of bounds, Memorial ball.
Again, I'm going to go back to the halftime. They were shooting from 3 when they haven't even had a chance to really look good from within the arc. And this is what's costing them in some ways, is they are down 19 points here. And obviously they need to get on a roll here in this last 9 minutes.
Joliker bouncing it over. Ornelas gets it to fall. 50 for the Crusaders with 1:21 left here in quarter number 3. Or maybe they're at 48. Maybe the scoreboard might be a little behind here. Shot off. And Doss.
And we got an official
His
timeout.
glasses fell off. That's probably not the first time that's happened to him.
You know, as someone that wears prescription glasses, I totally understand where that comes from. It's not what you had written up and you wanted to happen, but, you know, fingers and hands will be flying through the air, and a big foul right there that will be the 4th on Nashua North, and
it'll be on their
3rd.
14 for Josh Sullivan. So Memorial not at 50 just yet. They're at 48, but they're going to get there, let's be honest.
Well, at the same time, their defense playing strong here, and see what they can do in these last 65 seconds.
Adam Ene with a lot of open space, but way back now. Albert will come closer. Now he'll drive down low. Nice little pass. O'Neal, that's off the arm of Johnston. Here's a fast break chance now for the Titans to try to get points.
And
Sebastian shot falls.
That's big for them, as they needed some points before the end of this period, and now to possibly get 3.
Now they're in the bonus, and the foul will go on Joliker. That's just his first for Dylan, so.
Well, he's looking good for the 4th quarter.
He's been their best playmaker for the game, so that's big for him to not be in foul trouble, with Schuff on the other hand at 4.
And look at no basket.
No basket. Oh.
That's unfortunate. A line violation, and coach is saying, are you kidding me?
That's got to be tough. Kind of took all their momentum away.
Whoa.
Trying to get a turnover and a travel. So that'll be another turnover, and Laureano wants his fans to get loud here with his team down in this championship game, and they are here, Kyle.
They are to the right of us.
Here's a 3 off, and now Adam Ene falls and a foul.
And that will be number 5.
So now both teams in the bonus again.
And for Johnston, that's a big one right
He's
there.
At 4. So him and Schuff in foul trouble for either side.
He's really been the dominant force on this Titan squad, and to have him possibly be out of the game for the final 8 minutes is something you kind of can work on for sure, as he's been the only one that's really been phenomenally rebounding.
No good there on that first from Ledoux. 21-point lead here for the Crusaders, up 48-27. 3rd quarter almost coming to a close here. Zach Johnston, Kyle Heavey from Manchester Public Television's coverage of the 2024 JV Invitational Tournament Championship game at Memorial High School. The host team in the championship again, just like the Queen City Basketball Tournament. Memorial making it. Their JVs trying to take the chip. 30 seconds left here and counting. North looking to get some momentum going into the next quarter here. Laureano tried to bank, but it wouldn't go. Still, I believe, 3-less are the Titans. Adam Ene down the sideline, lost it, out of bounds, back to Titan possession.
Just a weird spot right there, as he was really being aggressive with bringing that ball across, and the next thing you know, he just loses possession, and 10 seconds left for Nashua North to see what they can do to get some points. Send it across.
Here's a chance. Laureano's 3 doesn't get it. We'll go to the 4th, 48-27. The fouls will reset. That's big, obviously. We'll go to the 4th. Crusaders up big here, 48-27. North trying to get some momentum to try to give the Crusaders a run for their money here on their home court in the 2024 JV Invitational Tournament Championship game. Winner of this will be crowned JV champs.
Yeah, we'll try to stay on for the awards ceremony beforehand, or after the game, post-game, to see what who gets the most valuable player. Right now, I'm going to go with Joliker, who's looking very good.
And to keep himself in that running, he's got just 1 foul. So we could have had a different talk if he have had as many fouls as Schuff has had with 4, but he's been given all the assists to Joliker. So they got to hope if Schuff fouls out, they can still keep their offense moving.
Yeah, for Memorial, they are the 3 seed coming into this tournament, as, again, they were able to beat up Concord, who was the number 19 seed in the second round of the tournament that was played Saturday.
They must have had that bye then, Memorial.
Memorial did have the bye. There was only the teens from 13 on that did not get first-round byes. So Trinity beat Portsmouth. You had Londonderry losing to Central. Central was really the surprise team, taking down the number 1 team, Bedford, in double overtime.
That helped Memorial a lot.
Certainly
did. Bedford
did.
out, so city rivals helping each other. as Central basically took Memorial's playoff spot in varsity. So
Yes, they did. As a lot of seniors there. We were there for senior night last week in that overtime win versus Londonderry.
pulled in there, Ornelas over to Morano. His shot, good. Now 50, and now a 30 from Coach Rebouchet. So
Wild to see, though, only
Quickly.
23 seconds into the fourth period.
maybe
and
a
call
change.
a timeout.
Maybe a little bit of an adjustment to make now that they've got 50 to play more conservatively and defensively. Maybe that's something coach was looking for, get their team to the 50 mark and maybe change their strategy to limit a potential comeback from Nashua North. That's my assumption. That's what I would assume.
And we haven't seen some players out here. I've not heard you say Trevor De La Cruz or
Liam Flowing has still not entered as well.
And thank you to the fans below us for doing a great job. We appreciate all that you guys are doing here. So thank you for coming and supporting this tournament. As now we're back to the action here.
Back out, and Micah Shiny has come in here for the first time, and so has Hassan Baisi, and a shot off there for Nashua North. A bouncer will go back here to Jolliker. Morano. Ornelas. Morano
Down low.
good. It changed the net here. The net was a little off.
You got to do what you got to do here to try to get things squared away.
That shot's good by Connor McErnick.
Back and forth they go.
So newer guys into the game for the Titans.
Good.
Morano wanted it, didn't go for it. Back to Adamene. Jolliker looking to add to his point total. Good! DG 4-3.
Again, this high score was 70, and they are heading that way, Zach, to see what they can do.
McErnick defended there by Kingston Patton. He'll give it back out. Adam Garcia, also a newbie here for the Titans. Spinning around is McErnick. Pestered there, they can't get anything going. It's a long possession. McErnick giving it back to Asuman. Stolen, that's off the hand there. Kingston, it'll go out of bounds.
And will remain with the Crusaders. So we'll see what they can do with
5:47 here in the fourth. Crusaders lead 55-29.
and taking a seat will be Dylan.
Yeah. Good for him, a big game, and we will now see Trevor De La Cruz come in for the first time for Manchester Memorial. Corner three, off there from Micah Chiney. Now another three. That's off again, so still no threes here for National North, I believe.
You know, it's been the story of the game right there to try to get those threes, and hopefully they can get things squared away going forward as they...
Kingston down, Pacheco won't fall. De La Cruz trying to get it back, and I guess he got it off of a Titan, and it'll go back to Memorial's ball. 5:10 left. Memorial up 55-29 on their home court. It's definitely big for their advantage. Liam Flewelling has come in for the first time as well, so both teams, I believe, have gotten all their guys in.
From the arc.
Liam bouncing nothing. And now, assuming by C will take it. Morano will have a change of possession. It'll go to Nashua North.
Well, I mean, they were driving down, and I don't know how well you can see in that corner of but he had stepped on the line, and that's why the Titans will remain ball and see what they can do here with a long three.
That still won't fall. It's like they're cursed, Kyle.
It's pretty ugly to see in some ways that they are trying everything that they can, and it just does not want to fall through the cylinder.
Pacheco got it. And somehow got it off there, but it's low. Liam Flewelling gets it back now, and taken now, and here comes Asuman Baisi, and a foul. He'll go to the line, I believe.
You know, yes, he'll go to the line, but Ladum really made sure that that was not going to be a three-point
Foul
play.
will go on Owen Pacheco. So back at the free throw line of the Titans, trying to trim their deficit. They're down 55-29, now 55-30, and now Joe Doss will come in for Ladum.
And what a great job that he has done out there. As much as he wants to remain out there playing, he's going to get a break, and free throw number 2 is no good. Fighting for it, loose ball.
Here comes Liam over, taken by Morano. Llewellyn off. And they tipped it back. And Morano's shot won't fall, and it'll go out on the Titans. So the Crusaders will get the ball back. So
Liam is just getting some chances. The ball is just not wanting to fall for him either. So he'll see if he gets a chance to get a bucket or two.
Doss can't get it to go. Loose ball taken there by Jack Krulakowski.
Under 4 to go, Zach. So if Nashua wants to get back into this, they got to start making all their buckets right here when driving to the hoop.
Garcia and one.
Well, that's one way to do it.
That is.
Now it's down to a 23-point lead. If he can make this free throw and put it to 22, at least it's
something.
You know, an avalanche doesn't just start as a big, flow of snow. It just takes one flake.
They're chanting for somebody. I don't know what it could be. Everyone's played.
I mean, I see that they're all waiting to see. I was confused myself.
Yeah. Kids will chant anything these days.
They really can. And a foul there. And that is the 3rd in this period, Zach. So really, they got to be careful here.
Yeah.
Not to let them come back. And Joe Doss, who will get that foul call. And it'll be Micah Cianini who will shoot free throws. And rushes it too much.
Yeah. That's definitely an issue, especially with free throw shooters. Just be a little more poised. And he'll miss them both.
And rebound by the Crusaders. And now it's 3 points that were missed out right there.
Pacheco trying to get his points off. And it'll go back to Nashua North's ball.
And we got heading out of the game here is Braden Moreno, who will take a seat. There's actually not really too many chairs remaining for him.
Yeah.
Long 3, no good again.
William Llewellyn will have it. Yeah, De La Cruz will come back in for Memorial. And Billy's going to come in. Maybe that was what they were chanting for, as he's definitely a fan favorite, great kid. Shot good there from Kingston Patton.
Back up to 25. Point lead, that is.
Off of a foot of someone, and Joe Doss in his teal shoes. I almost said cleats, wrong sport.
I hope that they don't play cleats, basketball with cleats. That could be dangerous.
That would hurt a lot. Kickball violations, we'd have a lot of pop balls. That could definitely be something.
Certainly. You don't want to step on that.
You're better off playing baseball or football in basketball shoes than cleats on a court here. 3, none. I think they're cursed, Kyle. That might be it. They have been so close to hitting threes, and it's not even like they've been missing them. It's been in and out has been their issue. No foul as going to the ground there is Connor McErnick. Pacheco with it, trying to get a lane down low, and it will fall for Owen Pacheco.
And a timeout.
Here comes
called.
Billy. Billy will come in.
Oh, it's going to be a travel instead.
Okay. They're chanting Billy get a bucket. So now 2:16 left in the 4th. Memorial up 59-32. Got about 2 minutes left to hold on to their lead, and they will be champs.
Clock's ticking here for sure, as still no three-pointers here.
Maybe they'll just try and get one. And nothing. Off the hands of Doss, but he'll take it and he'll move it over to Patton. Kingston Patton bringing it up. Patton bouncing it over to Billy. Billy back over to Joe Doss. Doss on a bouncer. De La Cruz won't fall. Loose ball picked up now by North, and it's tossed up to Adam Garcia. Won't go there for them. His fans are starting to hit the exits here as 90 seconds left for the Crusaders, up by 27 points. And what a game it has been, what a season it was for their JV squad, Kyle.
This has got to bring a lot of happiness to this school for sure. It might not be a Division I state championship varsity, but at the same time, this is a big
Getting
thing.
hardware is big.
You got to take it when you get it, and for the 30th annual, it's nice to...
Little chance that'll fall for Pacheco. More points for him. So down comes Connor McErnick. Less than a minute left to go here. Long range three. It'll miss. And here comes Kingston. Spinning. Good! That'll put a button on it. Kingston Patton getting the spin cycle and then hitting the floor. Can they get a three?
Oh, look at this! The first of the game, Zach! And a 4-point play right now if he can make this free throw.
Wow.
Finally able to make one with 41 seconds to go.
Connor McErnick, finally. So now, a chance, like you said, 4-point play. They could have used this a few quarters ago, Kyle.
Certainly would have been nice in the first quarter,
Yeah.
first period, but now rebound there, and it was not a good 4-point play, but they still will take those threes. And
Billy over to Doss. Back to Pacheco. Billy wanted the three, didn't go for it. He wants to get on the board, and he won't there. Doss up to Garcia. We got about 15 seconds left. Pacheco tried to go for the block, and they'll draw a foul.
the bench is
Both
standing
teams
up.
liking the aggressiveness. And one shot to finish the play for Adam Garcia. And Pacheco laughing as he's got his third, and he knows it, that his team 15 seconds away.
Just free throw has been a tough thing for North, and they know what they got to practice on going forward.
They're going to dribble it out. It's Kingston Patton with the ball. A disappointing year from their varsity squad, but the Crusaders have won their 2024 JV tournament. They're champs. They defend their home court and swarm their coach, Ray Boucher. The Crusaders are on top of JV basketball. They win it 63-37.
Good handshake line right here, and again, not what the Titans wanted, only scoring 37 points. But for this Trinity, not for the Trinity squad, for this Memorial squad, they got to be pleased that they were able to do this and get this trophy. And for Coach Danny Bryson, Coach Boucher, you know that the future is looking bright here on Crusader Way.
Shout out Coach Bazoin as well. We heard from him and Coach Bryson pregame. And ready for the trophy presentation, I believe will be presented by Coach Bryson.
And the players are all running into the locker room, not even realizing that.
They're getting trophies, I believe. So we can make our prediction for MVP of this game. Is it of the tournament or the whole game?
I believe it's the tournament, so obviously we only saw this 32 minutes of action here, but to see that it was not Jordan D'Onofrio earlier in the game, as by the way, it was Danny Bryson who did the announcing. So
the intros.
My apologies on that, to leave him out on that. But again, good to see here, as it's been a while. We have no banners up on the walls here at the Bronstein Gymnasium.
Trying
but
to get the walls painted.
Doing what they can, and
yeah,
for Coach Bryson, he's going to eventually take this microphone, and we'll see what he has to say here to give this award ceremony.
Big win for Memorial. They stepped on the gas, and they didn't let. I mean, they just kept going. And we're going to hear from Coach Bryson.
what a great time this has been here at the Bronstein Gymnasium. And Zach Johnston, it's been a pleasure to be with you on
Absolutely.
this evening as we were able to get the official awards for this sportsmanship. Went to Zach Johnston, or excuse me, you're Zach Johnston. That was actually not
Connor
Johnston, who
Yes.
was the sportsman. And then we were right
DJ.
that it was the Mr. Jolliker.
Dylan Jolliker getting that. It's just what a season it was for this JV squad, and ending it with some hardware, the trophy. Ray Boucher leading a great team. These JV guys will make a big impact when their time comes for varsity, but they're going to enjoy their moment now as JV champs of the 2024 JV Invitational Tournament. They're champs here on their home court.
We'll see what happens for the 31st next year, but for the 30th, we will cherish this night and be back with more coverage of high school sports here on Manchester Public Television. For Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lar, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick. For Zach Johnston, my name is Kyle Heavey. It's been a pleasure to be with you. You see it right there, Crusaders with a big win, and they are the champs. We'll see you again soon. Have a great night.